And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 24. Bears nothing.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He was brought down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Now on comes the Bears offense as they'll be called in to go for two. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
There's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. You step on, spin, move, and zone. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. You step on, spin, move, and zone. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watch Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the Russica. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Tree and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I wear the fat gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He completes it right side to White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. From the gun, Huntley. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have option. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Elliott, toss right.
Patriots 36-yard line.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's the ball carrier.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
This is Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
James White. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
1st and 10 at the
throwing on first down. Huntley. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The ball carrier.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joejuan Williams on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Elliott.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Elliott again, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Harris returning. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To throw on third down, Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Carr completes it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
29-yard line.
On second and 12, Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And it's third down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in front. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think Josh Uche has got to be one of the poster guys for perseverance. Remember, he didn't start any games at Michigan in his first 3 years. But his final year on campus, he showed just how dangerous he could be as a blitzer, as we just saw there. Great speed and athleticism for a linebacker. He's going to be hard to slow down coming off the edge.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So I guess we'll call this a pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's Huntley. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st down, Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
They go to Elliott again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Dancing, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Patriots.
Huntley to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley got it open, man. It's Foster. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down. Huntley. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw, Huntley. This is White on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
A gain of a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley.
At the 15.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Now 3rd down.
He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And the
throwing, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Darren Waller.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mariota. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
By Jonathan Abram.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
It's a turnover on downs.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here is Foster. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts,
8-yard loss
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Huntley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
40-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Mariota's pass intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New England, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't